Hi, welcome to Ross's vlog, where he vlogs about vlogging things. So, this week in broadcasting, we actually learned a lot of, well, this week, I meant like this entire, last time we did one of these. We covered a lot of things, and specifically, we learned about, storytelling, and I did the Mud House project, and I worked with my partner a bit, Jackson. But yeah, what really stood out to me was that for the storytelling, how many of those things I had been doing without realizing them. Because I like to consider myself like a decent storyteller. So I just was unintentionally, without even realizing it, just doing these things without knowing them before. Like, I mentioned before that I was working on a video, and a lot of the things that, they were talking about, I was relating to, the video I'm making right now. So, well, not right now, not this one, but you get the idea. Like, I was relating them to what I was doing, and I was like, wait a minute, I did that in what I'm working on. So, it's interesting to see, how that worked in action. Um, well, speaking of that, we watched a lot of those videos that went over, the general storytelling process, oh yeah, going about all the P's and all that fun things. Um, the group process for the work. Okay, so the group process, it, Jackson and I, we worked on what we're going to do for our project. We still need to schedule out when we're going to get some B-roll footage, because for interviews, we basically we have an idea. We don't really need to be in person for interviews. We're good enough to do that on our own. Now, Mudhouse. I want to talk about Mudhouse because the Mudhouse project was interesting. I'm just going to bring us back to the video I was working on before. So, I was making a video on iMovie because I don't have a computer to work on. So I'm very familiar with iMovie, and the Mudhouse project was something different, but I still felt like I could easily do it. It was relatively easy because you have all these things that are going on. Like, you need to get the B-roll, you need to make sure you have it accurate and relevant. So it's hard to get the relevant information, and what you deem as relevant might not be relevant to someone else. But overall, I think I did pretty good. It's hard to tell since it hasn't been graded yet, but I like to think I did decently. I could have added a bit more B-roll. That could have been a useful thing. How long do these need to be? Okay, they need 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna talk a bit more because I can. I feel like I should, because these seem to be way easier than the blog posts. But yeah, so a topic I'd like to learn more about. I want to go over this because this seems fun. Also, a lot of this video is just me spacing out a bit, so, and forgetting things and repeating things, so I feel like I need to make it a bit longer anyway. So, something I'd like to learn more about, and if I looked into it. Here's the thing, in recent memory, there hasn't been a lot that, like, we've been learning. It's mostly been group work for now, which is easier to do than, teach from home, I understand that. But, going back a bit, the hero's journey, I already knew about, and I was very familiar with. So, I ended up making a hero's journey of my own one time, and I was like, hey, look, this is covering all the things that I learned and made for a hero's journey I made a while ago. So yeah, it was just interesting to see that. I don't have any links or articles about the hero's journey. I could send a fun video about the hero's journey, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I better end it as 5 minutes. That's 2 minutes extra. You can probably get like 3 minutes of actual content out of this. Bye.